Welcome back to Arcturian Philosophy. Now, what are we doing today? Well, let's just say like a cop, I'm wearing a bulletproof vest. And we are going to go straight over, not knock, but we're going to go straight over to the two super police apartments that are right next to me. This is directly underneath where I live. Number 11. Notice the number there. Now, a man who is a drunk lives here, but after I intercepted Agenda 21, the nuclear arm of Agenda 21, people who were paler white than me, blonde hair, blue eyes, who you could see almost walking in different dimensions, or you would see flashes of the person out of the corner of your eye. That was where I was attacked, having cursed objects thrown at me, which appeared to be rubies. Now, the other people, right here, I live up there, number 21 we see, right up there, balcony right over there, you guys have seen me. Now, this is number 15. These people here are also the people who dug up my tree. I planted an Italian stone pine tree, but then when they realized that I was associating my life with the tree's life, they dug it up. But this is where I burned the Averand book. So, take my tree and burn it. Take my tree and dig it up. Well, I will burn your lives. That was where the tree used to be, a beautiful Italian stone pine tree. And these folks right here, number 15, took it and dug it up. You might notice that I am holding sage with me because I finally decided, you know what? I am going to call the police myself, even though I know the police are in on some of this, and I am going to outright start complaining. One of the things Cryon said to me is, hey, remember what somebody in that place said to you. The more word you get out about this, and he said, hey, remember something Teal said once that protected her. Huh. Oh, and we have this thing driving by again. See this? I'm saying again because I had to come outside and I had to accost the people right here. Now, one of these people does not live here, according to him, and his car was a white car. We will see, and we are going to follow to see if it is still there, and we're going to take its license plate number. They think that I can't fight back. If this is happening to you, if you are becoming a government target, you can fight back, and we will, together. Like Eminem, whether hot or cold, no matter what the weather. Let's get this. 7 Cat Kangaroo Nancy 558. Okay, 7 Cat Kangaroo Nancy 558. Oakland. Okay, so we can tell that this perpetrator is from Oakland. Let's see who this guy is. This guy, his name is Paul. This guy has actively been involved in trying to harm me, trying to do things that are satanic in nature to me. And so now, you see, because I'm outside, they really don't like it when I'm outside. So, so they do things like this to try and intimidate me and follow me. So we're simply going to get Paul on camera. Oh, see, Paul doesn't really seem to like his face on camera very much, so we're going to run and see it so all you guys can see. Oh, see, somebody there. Yeah. And whoever's in here, they got turned, I can tell, or else they'd be trying to fucking help me. And also, oh, you can see on here, looks like someone's, the idea, see, I was told that, Krista, don't flip them off too much, because then they'll get an opening to break your finger. So I thought, okay, well, you know what, I can do it, I'll do it on YouTube a few times, and then we'll put a rest to it. Now here's this our car with the blinking blue lights. Yep, we got them right here. See these right here, dun dun dun. Can you see it in there? Blink these two, there are two lights on the dash, and they blink blue at night. Now, these also just heavily magnetic objects. Cryon says, now, Krista, this stuff right here is next to where you live because these assholes have parked it there. He says, don't call them assholes. Now, notice what this says on here. Let's do this. Now, I'm asking Cryon, what do I do about this, Cryon? And Cryon says, well, move away for one. And okay, NRA, National Rifle Association. Now, whoever lives here, whoever owns this car appears to either live in this number 15 where I just showed you, which is downstairs across from where I live. Now these people right here, remember that is my balcony. These people right here, they are basically immigrants and were replaced suddenly with what you would call Alex Collier's super soldiers. Now, why am I holding this? This phone that I record the videos on now, this is an old phone that I found in a drawer because they stole this phone from me. I threw a big stink and they gave me the phone back because it causes so much, well, basically radiation, different wavelengths coming off of it. So, right now I am waiting for the cop to call me about, basically I say, there are people trying to assassinate me and I'm going to do something about it. I want to report this. I want to start, we're going to create a trail of evidence and you all are going to see it. And there are going to be so many people that know about this that it will be impossible to stop me. It will be impossible to say, oh, no one's trying to kill you, when we understand that in programming, remember, if someone says, trust me, or no one's trying to hurt you, what that means to them is everyone's trying to hurt you. Remember, they take the not out of whatever they're saying. So if they say, do not be afraid, that means be afraid. Or if you say, oh, I am happy, that can be understood as I am happy. But if you say I am not happy, they also understand that as I am happy. So basically what I'm doing right now is I'm proving myself to be, to them, a pain in the ass by walking around where I actually live. What I tried to say to them is, well, you know what, guys, if you are going to sit there and watch me, well, doesn't work. And okay, I'm asking Krein what to do about the things in the car. And he says, now remember, let's go back and look at it again so we can get this. He says, Krista, they're releasing something, and it's being left there on purpose. Now it's releasing something and being left there. He says, don't get your face in it, but he says, show it to the camera. Bucket head, wet dry vac power head. Let's see what else we've got in here while I jump on your car and retrieve my phone, because you fuckers are trying to do something which is clearly assassinate me, and I have survived every single time. So it's gonna happen yet again. Oh, you're trying to assassinate me? Was that supposed to do something? That's what Krein says the answer is. Krein says the answer is Krista. Remember what I told you? Is that supposed to do something? Oh, you appear to have played... Oh, okay, there's our budget truck again. Now, does this guy know what he's doing? Let's go up to him while we're waiting for the police to call me. Let's go up to the guy and ask him, what are you doing? Do you know what you're doing? Do you have any idea what the fuck you're doing? Oh, whoops, he sees me starting to walk by and he actually starts to go away. He starts to drive away faster. Let's keep an eye out for the guy and see if he actually comes back. Oh, and hackers who are watching this, you try and stop this video, there'll be more. And there'll be more that are worse. As in, basically, I'm going to go and knock on people's doors, and I'm going to say, hello, you're being interviewed for YouTube. You have exhibited behavior which has been that of trying to assassinate me. Please tell the audience what your view is on this. Please tell the audience how I have survived all these assassination attempts with even something on there that says, let's do this. What I will tell you is that the first time they tried to assassinate me, because they tried to assassinate me, I have full right to do this here. A man was holding a bucket like this, right? He was holding this bucket, and he was walking right there where you see the stairs, right there. And I saw from the top of my stairs, when I walked out the door, about to go to the library there, and I saw the man standing right here. And an angel immediately told me, yes, that's for you, that's to kill you, but you will live. Don't worry. about it. And I did, even though at first, the first time being exposed to whatever that was very difficult, was very taxing. But we're going to continue waiting for our cop friend to call me, because they need to understand that they're going to get recorded too. They think they can run around with guns and badges and tasers. Well, I can also run around with a recording device. Before Current, a lot of you may remember the channel Current, which was a progressive news channel that was taken off the air and replaced by Al Jazeera. Now, that was deliberate. For all of you who were wondering what was it that happened, that was deliberate because Current was starting to get a little bit too progressive. They would have commercials about Ibogaine on there in the United States. They would have commercials about Ibogaine, about how it worked for opiate addiction. They would do all kinds of things like that. And speaking of those who are struggling with opiate addiction, now part of what caused this incident today was because they were trying to push me. They were trying to actively push me to inject something or to otherwise harm myself with drugs. And this is a very interesting story. I won't say much, but I ended up astrally talking to someone in the NSA. And that person explained to me some things, some problems about how they are raised, how they are bred. The person thanked me. I froze time in the area somehow, and was able to speak with one of these people. And it was a person. They were a type of hybrid, but they say to me right now, it's okay that you say that I'm a hybrid, because we're all hybrids. We're all some type of hybrid, so when you say hybrid, that's meaningless. So, oh, hello, okay, we have someone driving right here, but we're not sure if they're going to drive away, or if they're going to park, or what. If they're parking, okay, it looks like they are parking. Now, the reason I'm doing this to literally every single person that approaches me is because it, like I said, this entire complex that you see, this entire complex, okay, now the car is pulling out. What's the car doing? Okay, they're trying to center themselves parking, it seems. Now, this entire complex was ambushed by reptilians, and I was the only person who appeared to be left standing. And I'll also take us over to the place where the actual construction worker who I knew, his name is Roberto, and he actually said to me, he pointed at me like this, and I'm gonna take you right over to where it happened. And eventually, I'm scrubbing the camera here. Eventually, I'm not going to be doing this in retrospect. Eventually, you are going to see it with your own eyes, and the police are not going to be able to say that didn't happen, because the police are going to be the ones on camera as I am talking to them. Like I said with Current, all of you who are NWA fans, fuck the police, fuck the police. Well, no, they changed it to something else. Film the police. Film the police. Film the police. Especially if it's, oh, hello, okay, these guys, Mormons, hello. What all of you need to know, this one's for Teal Swan, honey, who had to grow up in Mormon satanic programming. We've got Elder Brown and Elder Klosterberg, or Close the Door, as they say that he goes by. Hi guys, the reason that I'm on YouTube right now is because you guys are on YouTube. Say hello to the camera. I am documenting how this is happening in my town and how the place has been ambushed by what you would call Satan. How you too, if you are complicit with this, you've sold yourselves out to Satan, sold your souls to Satan, and are actually attempting to minister to do it to other people. Now, you who are Dutch, one of these guys is Dutch. You're being handled by the other guy, by Elder Brown, and you know it. You know you're being handled by that guy, and that's why Elder Brown would try to stop me from talking to you. You were born, you weren't born into this, and that's how I know that you have a bit of a chance with this. Elder Klosterberg, okay, you actually stand a chance. I've been wanting to talk to this guy, this Dutch guy, and say to him, hey, you actually can break out of this. For Elder Brown, the other white guy over there, he's too deep in. But for you who come from Holland,
you stand a chance at getting out. But it has to be if you want to. If you like being ordered around like a dog, if you like being treated like a dog, and if you like being used in sacrifices and Satanism, then continue with what you are doing, because eventually that will lead to your death. And if you prefer death, do that. But if you would like to go on the true word of Jesus Christ, which you claim to profess, guys, they're still over there. If you would like to learn from the true word of Jesus Christ that you claim to profess, then read the Bible. Okay, we have somebody over there. This person I've seen watch me before. Now, it appears that, see, whenever I am actually outside, people also wearing sunglasses, notice the sunglasses here. They do that on purpose. So, and I think, you see, he flipped me off. You couldn't see it on the camera. But okay, peace sign. Thank you. That would be nice. Now, these people wear sunglasses so that you cannot hex them, because it interferes with the eye. So, in order for the hexes to occur, it relies on your eyesight. Now, think about this. Also, Averand, the book about the eye industry that was basically given to me. A person sees something, and that image stays ingrained in the mind for, what did the book say, 1/10 of a second, something like that, a very, very small percentage, but it does stay there. And because it stays there, that allows the opening to create the reality. So say a bunch of things are driven past you that look like guns, or say a bunch of things are driven past you that look like snake bait, or I say snake bait, yeah, snake bait, because they are the ones who are going to die, based off of their own law of attraction, of the universal laws of attraction. They are killing themselves off based on their own behavior. Now it seems like we have that guy right there, the blonde guy right there who lives in number 15. He has been one of the people trying to actively assassinate me. And if he thinks he can get away with it, well, then he's got another thing coming, because he doesn't know who the fuck he is dealing with. Really doesn't know who he's dealing with. Now, this appears to be his possessions here. And whatever they are, remember, we have the "let's do this" on it, and it was positioned very carefully that way so that I would see it. Now remember, what you guys have to know is that reptilians are very far advanced. You need to think Teal Swan here. Well, literally, because right now Teal is totally possessed by a reptilian, even though the real Teal, all the Teal fans, it's not like Teal's gone. Teal's still in there. But she is... let the reptilian get the best of her. And remember, she was also addicted to she was let's do this also. She was also addicted to ketamine, which causes a physical dependency and a physical withdrawal. That was why they did that to her, to attempt to hook her on a leash, which is what they've attempted to do to me, hook me on some kind of opiate leash, and that is going to fail. What they are going to notice is that the more they try and do to me, the more it will blow up in their own faces. Not literally. Cryon says not literally blow up, but as a human would say, as a human would make the analogy, blow up in your face, or backfire somehow. Or literally, Cryon says literally backfire, as in Bob Marley saying slave driver. Catch your fire. The tables have turned. Catch your fire. So, if people, you see, are going to attempt to assassinate me in my own apartment complex, in my own town, and it's going to be my own parents, well, I'm going to walk around and I'm going to document the entire thing. What else can we document here? Okay, I was going to take us over to where Roberto, who works, who used to work as one of the caretakers here, the groundskeeper, who actually allowed me to plant the tree that I planted. This was before the area was ambushed by reptilians and greys. So, we're going to take us right over here to where they were sitting. I'm going to show you exactly how this corresponds to my window, too. They were sitting over here. Now, this was not here at the time, so that they could do it a little bit easier. Or they had their table kind of pulled out. So they were standing right here, where I am standing, okay? Where am I in relation to my house?
if you look through, you will see that my window, you see the car in front of us there? Look up and see that's the balcony. Now look over to the side, we see a window. That window was open and they were standing right here where they could sit and stare straight through at me at the window. And I actually watched them do this for about a half an hour. Now, what I am noticing I'm going to have to do is actively document every single thing that they do in order to stop it. Or at least Cryon says, Krista, you will live. You will live, you will have a son, and you will change the world. And we're going to show the residents who fell to Satan that they can decide to go back the other direction, that they're not stuck with Satan or whatever god they believe they are following. If you believe you are following a god, oh, somebody else. Who's this? How did they get in their car? If you believe you are following a god, that's because I didn't see anybody walking and I was staring straight in that direction. They suddenly did that. That will happen also where people are in their cars, simply sitting there. You'll ask them, what are they doing? And they'll say, wait, okay, now we see these two people. They were walking like a couple, right? We've got you, bucko, over here, and then we've got little lady over there. These two people were pretending to be a couple, but now they are walking in completely different directions, and they did a kind of handshake. Okay, now this one's walking in the direction of my apartment. What does she think she is doing? You see, this is what will happen. These people will be positioned. Now, there's the woman in the car. Hello. These people will be positioned in places. Also, look up government targets. I just found all this information online, and I didn't know anything about it, about how people are targeted, how there are basically people placed outside when you go out to attempt to make life hard for you. Okay, and we've got Chick going that direction. Now, see her over there? She was acting as if she was a couple with another guy who lived over in the opposite direction. Now they're down there doing this. Again, let me describe the story of a person who was, quote, parked right around here. And as if that was not that car, but a person who claimed that they were parked there. Now, what this person did, when I said, hey, stop spying on me, now they gave the same reactions as the person who lives over there who owns this car, apparently. And let's see, we've got a plane up there. Those planes I recognized are HAARP-type planes or spray out some kind of affecting the grid of the planet. Like what? Oh, Zachariah? Yeah, L and K bands? Something like that. Yeah, you should not have tried to push me to commit suicide, and you're going to figure out why you should never have done that. 2 years. In 2 years, you'll learn. In 2 years is what Cryon says. 2 years. Give him 2 years, and he will learn. That's Zachariah from Human Colony, people. And I will yell this from the rooftops. I will completely yell this all from the rooftops. Now, who else do we have here? Now, you see, this activity is not like this. If I am not outside, we don't have all of this activity in this apartment complex. This place is always very quiet until I intercepted nuclear war. Yeah, until I intercepted nuclear war. So, now again, what do I need from you guys who are watching? I need money. Cryon says, make a PayPal account so people can donate to you. What they're trying to do is they're trying to create curses to sap me of money or attempt to push me to spend money irresponsibly. Or, now again, what a push means is by targeting a person with HAARP technology, with electromagnetic frequency, and by attempting to induce desires in their brain. We do have this technology, and there is so much information out there about it that I'm going to say use Google on this one. This is now becoming so blatant, as Alex Collier said, you guys are going to feel like you are living in a science fiction movie, and that was in 2009, and now I say, oh, yeah, I am. Now, we're still waiting. We're still waiting for the cops, and see, the thing is, the cops know that I'm on the phone like this. The cops know that I'm waiting for them. The cops know that basically when they answer, I'm going to say, "Hello, officer. I am documenting this for YouTube because no one else appears to be documenting it. And eventually, I am going to get the news to document it. I don't care how infiltrated the news is. Eventually, the world will know." And a bunch of you Russian hackers already do know. You're already figuring out that, uh-oh, we can't harm this girl. Okay, we're looking at her respiratory system, but we're still not killing her. I mean, how are we not killing her? And what the hybrid from the NSA told me was basically they were at a loss to figure out why they couldn't kill me. They say, okay, we've got another car. You see, I've learned to, like Harry Potter, Book 4, constant vigilance. Also, why am I showing you a crow? Now, Bob Marley talks about this 3 little birds, and also in The Matrix. You remember, guys, in The Matrix, the cat goes by, then a second cat goes by like a glitch in The Matrix. I have watched that happen right in front of me, but with birds, not with cats. And it will literally be as if something blips, and the same thing happens over again. That's how they got that kind of thing for The Matrix, because they knew it was real, okay? So, as we're waiting for the corrupt San Ramon Police Department to call, this includes Berkeley, this includes San Francisco, this includes wherever you live. Especially, like I said, especially if you live in a place, again, okay, I got a plane. Once I get it in range, I'll get it for the camera for you. Okay, we got another one. See, now this is a different type. What type of plane do you think that is? That's definitely, see, people around here, they don't just, you know, okay, where are you going, dude? Like, hello, what are you doing? People around here do not just rent planes and fly them around for fun, or at least they never used to. And see, now these planes, you see that have no trail behind them, they are actually the most sinister, I have noticed. They are the ones that create the largest pushes, or that change, let's see if you guys hopefully can see it there. These are the ones that change the consciousness grid. But right now, we, the ground crew, we are holding up the grid until other people come online. And there's our plane flying away. Now, this is just like I said. I remember in one of my videos, let's go up and down Haight Street, and you will see all of the people doing this weird demonic symbol at me, or making a Baphomet type symbol. Baphomet is the name of the goat's head. Now, here, fortunately, this brings me even closer and closer to a man buying me, a very nice man buying me a new phone. Thank you, Cryon. While you guys look at the clouds up there, now at least those look partly like normal clouds. They look partly like normal clouds, but still. Now, who do we have right here? Now remember, these people tend to be systematically placed, and every single person who lives in this complex was ambushed. So, I know that what I've been told is that within my complex, the people are still being controlled, but they are figuring out that it's becoming very hard to kill me. What I was told yet again this morning is, Krista, don't worry about what happened. We know how to false flag just as well as they do. And actually, I'm getting told right now, they don't know. The people there that are putting that stuff there in front of my house, in front of the windows and such, what I'm getting told is, see, they do not know that what they are doing is exponentially helping you. This is something that they don't seem to understand. And what we can do is we're going to call the police back if they don't call me, because it's their job to protect citizens, not harass citizens. So, if this is happening to you, if you're a government target of some type, remember, you create your own reality. So even if the government is targeting you, oh, we have some person who doesn't seem to know what they're doing, just standing there. We're just going to walk up and kind of see, do you know what you're doing? Are you with somebody? Now they appear to be talking to someone. Okay, that would be why. You see, the ones with children, what they will do is tell their children to point at me, to try to harm me, do sickening things like that. So, to the person over here, you, sir, if you are raising your child in the ways of Satan, no matter what, I have to deflect all attacks. I must defend myself. And see, now instead of coming up to me and taunting me, now they will go away quickly like that. But if I were them, and if I were trying to perform an inside job and make it look like I was innocent, I would run away too. You know, I think that's a very good thing for them to be doing, which is to run away if they are going to think that they can kill me. They can think that, whatever. But see, they're a billion mirrors against a candle. When you're a billion mirrors against a candle, not just a candle, Cryon says you're not a candle, Krista, you are a bright sun. You are like a sun unto yourself, like a star. You are a star unto yourself, bright as a star, and you will show them that they simply cannot do this. And you will say it nice and loud enough into your camera. And you are going to do it while walking around your house. You are going to document and observe this behavior so that all of you out there who have been targeted by the government, you will know. I don't just have to sit around and take this and then report it after the fact. I can go out there and I can take my camera, I can do all this stuff, I can prove that this is happening, and I can prove that I can stop it. Now, the main thing about proving that you can stop it, I am already proof that you can stop it. I am already proof that you can stop it. Who we have here? Okay, Cryon says they're coming home from work, but their assignment is also to watch you. Coming home from doing something. Not necessarily like a work, but they're coming home, work. Yeah, the work was doing something out there, probably to be watching me. Now, okay, sitting in your car, what are you doing? What they used to do is okay, here again. What are you doing? What they used to do is simply sit there in their car like these people were doing. Who, again, lives number 15 over there, and a man who said that he did not even live here, and who we got the license plate number of, again, but they use different cars. So, it doesn't really matter that I got the license plate number. But we're going to follow these people around. Now, you think you're going to follow me? Okay, I will follow you, and while I wait for the police to call me about why you could be assassinating me. Okay, well, now we have a child. Now, with the children, what they try to do is they try and send out the children as little assassins. What the kids need to know is that, no, they can't assassinate me. And no, it's not going to work. And Cryon says with the children, Krista, you have to be kind with them, but you also have to tell them no, that they cannot do this. And he says, actually, go up to this child. If you think that you can do something, you have drastically failed. All right, little boy, go back to your house. Yeah, look me in the eyes. You look me in the eyes because you are a child of light and love, and you are being harassed and harmed by your parents. You're out walking by yourself. That's not how things are supposed to be. They're supposed to be taking care of you. They're not supposed to be ordering you around to go and try and kill somebody that you don't even know. They're not supposed to be doing any of that. So now I'm going to let this child go on their way, but what you need to understand, guys, is that these kids, their parents, I have watched this in San Francisco and right here where I live. I have watched parents, specifically of Arab-type descent, I will watch them whisper to their children, tell their children to point at me, and I will feel myself harmed somehow, because all these children born in the new energy contain so much psychic abilities. What is sadistic and sick is that these parents would go along with that they would involve their children in such a way so as to harm any other being, no matter what race or species they are. So, now because I've said that, what I have also said is that, hey, I've had to take some defensive measures to protect my life. Okay, now we've got a bunch of people up here. They seem to be doing something which it looks like they're harassing me in some fashion, basically. Now we've got the same guy. Okay, so you were checking your mail, it seems. Good. Now, it seems like it seems like these people are doing something. You guys on YouTube, tell me just what these people are doing. Now, I can tell you partly what they're doing. What they're doing is they're staring at me. Oh, okay, good. Let's get some of these symbols on camera, okay? All of you guys, let's get these symbols on camera. Oh, and if this gets erased, I'm going to do it over again. Even worse. Oh, okay. I'm getting right now, these people think I'm going to, like, die really soon or something. No. But Cryon says you guys are totally wrong. Now, yeah, we're still waiting. We're going to wait around for the cops. You see, these people are congregating somehow, and otherwise, they're congregating somehow and basically making fun of me for no apparent reason when I have had obvious reason to believe that my life has been put in danger. Now, they also are stating my name right there, but see, how would they know my name? Why would they know my name? Why would they care? Remember, these people live here. I live all the way over there. Why would they know? Why would they care? Why am I out here doing this? Yeah, good. Wave to YouTube, people. Bye. Now, he's kind of, and see, that's why they're doing that. He's saying bye because they think that I'm not going to be alive, and Cryon says, Chris. An angel is like laughing, but not laughing at you guys, especially the baby. Not baby, you're not a baby, but he says the child. For the child, there's an angel. There's an angel for the child that says, he says, well, to the parents, don't worry about your child. Okay, Cryon just said I said that the wrong way. He said have peace for the lives of your children. That you should have peace for the lives of your children. But he says, your children, see these two children up here? Again, like I've said, I have had people literally tell their children, point. If I was able to get a job, I would do that, but you people continually attempt to stop me. So instead, I'm going to document all of you doing this. All of this involving HAARP technology, and all of this involving trying to harm people, innocent civilians, and using notice their babies, notice their children. Okay, I've done nothing except walk around my own complex, and have now found myself being harassed by people on their balcony. And
stop recording me without my consent,
and so now
record you recording us.
Good, because I would like that. You see, these people have been doing this, and now you see we can see them in the background. These people have been doing this and have been actively attempting to stop me. You see, it's not going to work, though, and they're saying bye because you've been exposed to whatever thing in the car there. And Cryon says, Krista, it doesn't work. It's totally failed. Now, what he says to the children, to you children who can hear, there is an angel, and this angel says to you children, he says, you are dearly loved. He says, this girl here, who your parents are saying is evil, is trying to protect the world that you live upon. To these children here, to you children here, you children are precious to God. You children are precious to the light love source. You children are precious to that which is the true light source. And that you children, while you suffer now, he says to you children, you have suffered, but your cries have been heard. You will grow up to see a peaceful world. And you will know. I was a baby when that girl walked around, and when she told everybody, no, you can't harm me. Eventually, children who take, I close my eyes for that, guys. Eventually, you children who realize, my parents are trying to kill me. My parents are enslaving me. My parents are trying to assassinate me. Eventually your babies are going to become smart enough to know that. Oh yes, if you didn't notice, because you're staring at one of them right here. And they also just said that me talking about assassination attempts was entertaining. Did you guys catch that? Yeah. And so if they're going to record me recording them, good. No, because because I only answer for the light. I only answer and listen to the light. So you see, he said, "Can I ask you a question?" I just said no, because I know that what he was going to be saying was something that would be insulting or otherwise BS. Pretty much. Cryon says, "Look, Krista, watch your tongue for the children. What we have to focus on here is the safety of those children." And these children, okay, these children that you see up here are being raised in slavery. These children that you're seeing here are being raised in total, complete slavery. And not only that, see that? Do you hear these people clapping? You hear them clapping? They are clapping over raising their children in slavery. We've also got somebody else here. Now remember, like I said, this entire complex, which is called Reflections and Bridges, referring to bridging into another dimension, and also a reptilian psychologist told me, "Oh, thank you for the compliment." I said to him that I recognized how the places were built, that I understood how the infrastructure was designed to convert you or kill you, and I said, "Well, you know what? They're very well done." And he said, "Oh, thank you." And then when he asked me, what would you like to do now? And I said, "Well, you're going to eat me?" And he said, "Oh, well, if that's the case, why don't you have the fresh filtered water rather than that fluorinated water? Why don't you have the fresh filtered water?" Since we've got some reptilians right here raising their children as slaves, I'll explain to you what they like to eat. See, you see, they prefer people that are very... No, I'm going to document how you are raising your children as slaves. And because I am making a video of this abuse that has been occurring to me, and you were well aware that I was walking out here, so it's your problem. Now, what these reptilians like to eat are people that are pure spirits, such as children. That's why I'm saying these children here are being raised into slavery, and it is sadistic, it is sick. That is why Cryon said in one of the recent channelings, we're inviting you to have children now. We're inviting all of you to have children now. All light workers, we are inviting all of you to have children because you will be able to help save the world with it. Now, what these entities want to do, what do they like to eat? They like human flesh. They will also eat nuts and fruit. Now, Cryon says, for those of you that want to ascend, those ones over there, they don't want to ascend. And they're acting kind of stupid, so I'm guessing they're all pretty much reptilian. There might be a Yael somewhere around this complex, but I haven't run into many of them. Or really at all, I don't think. Or if they're around here, they know, oh shit, don't mess around with that girl. Don't mess around with that girl because she will go all out on us. If we went all out on her trying to outright kill her, well, you know what? Now she's decided that she is not going to take kindly to that. She will fight back. So, reptilians prefer to eat children. I am a human. And because I am a human and younger, and female, they prefer eating the females as well. They prefer vegans. You see, they prefer eating light workers because our bodies have been purified of all of the pollution that we're subject to on such a regular basis. Or we have less of it in our bodies. You see, what's so ironic is that the reptilians and the greys love putting out pollution everywhere, but they only like eating those of us that shove the pollution out of our bodies. What? How can you get more, counterproductive cognitive dissonance than that? Okay, we've got somebody with a raccoon's tail on there. Raccoons, we know, are symbolic of And Cryon says, watch that woman, pay attention to her, and recognize her face because she's on assignment. Yep, Cryon says so I'm going to watch you. And today's Saturday, so you were not at a business meeting dressed up like that. He says, watch that woman, keep tabs on that woman. Because right now, he says, Krista, you're on an assignment to prove what's happening. You are on an assignment to tell the world. Oh, now where'd she go? She seems to have disappeared from our view suddenly, and there are not many places for a person to go. And you see, when I tried to walk outside, those people said, like, go back to your cage. Yeah, what I was trying to tell the police officer when they showed up here is I said, look, sir, you know, I'm happy to live peaceably with these people, but every time I try and simply walk outside, if I try to go somewhere, say in a taxi, say do anything like that, even just go to the store, they harass me. And you know what? I am not okay with that. I will change that. So you do not think to yourself, I will fight that. That's the wrong mode of thinking. Think, I will change that. So, we've got this in front of our, in front of my apartment. Okay. I will change that. We've got whatever problematic issue. Okay. I will change that. And so, because this is the only tree in nature and where I am entitled to sit and talk, I will do so in order to completely document that which has been occurring to me. I was just watching an interview with a girl who was targeted herself, and it's called apparently being a government target, and these people who are messing around are called perps. Now, okay, this is the same boy who was walking around last time. Now, what Cryon says, Cryon is an angel, okay? They have weird names, I've noticed, but they're angels. So he's playing with the little kind of device here. So, what you need to understand is that I was raised just like you were. I was raised with my parents doing things to me, harming me, hurting me, and when I broke out of it, when I said, no, Mommy, no, Daddy, you're not going to hurt me anymore, they tried to kill me. And now they're trying to make you guys do that to me because I am standing up and saying, no. No, you're not allowed to beat the children. You're not allowed to rape them. You're not allowed to do things to them. You're not allowed to hurt them like that anymore. And so the adults, you know, they'll act like they know everything. Or I'll walk around here and it'll be like, that girl's being mean, you know, she's acting like she knows everything. But it's not that I know everybody. Nobody knows everything. All that I'm trying to do is protect myself. Because when you become an adult, and if there's a world government trying to take over, when I was your age, we didn't have any of this stuff going on. When I was your age, we had real clouds outside like this. We didn't have things that were like chemtrails. We didn't have planes that were flying over us all the time. We didn't have any of these things to worry about. We weren't constantly worried that someone was going to try and kill us. And the people who were born when I was born, 1987, we were fooled. And we were fooled into thinking that we were going to get taken care of. And then suddenly, what happens? That's what happens. We all get, thank you. Okay, what happens? We all end up getting attacked. That's where there are people like me that are trying to stand up and say no. No, we don't want a war. No, we want happiness. We want Now, see, guys, I'm aware that who I'm talking to is not exactly having my best interest in mind because they've been brainwashed that way from being a child. And so, this phone, you see, when it fell, it's actually broken a bit more. But see, that doesn't matter. That's irrelevant because I already know that I'm getting a new phone. Now, you see this child's walking away because they knew that that was their purpose. That was what they were trying to do, you see, is break the phone somehow. Or, let's check right in front of me. I dropped this. Let's check and see if it's still good. Let's check and see if it's still good. Doesn't matter if it's still good or not because I can just go get myself a different one. Maybe, maybe not. Who cares? What I knew, you see, is by allowing this child who has been brainwashed to touch these things, is that I was allowing myself an opening for these things to occur. But, you see, that doesn't matter. Why does it not matter? Because the children are what matter. I'm not going to ask you for your name because I know that that's scary. because of what people are doing. When I was a child, if someone asked you, "Oh, what's your name?" you just said your name because there wasn't some weird weird thing that someone would try to do to you if you said your name. None of this stuff existed when I was a child, and see, people are thinking, "Oh, well, that was when you were a child, and now this is what's going to happen now." But you see, the way things are going, if you keep on going along with this stuff, first of all, it's unfair that you were even made to do this, that your parents or anyone told you have to go out and that you have to, just as a little child, be like a kind of soldier and attempt to kill people. That is simply wrong. Whether or not I did it as a child or not, which I didn't, whether or not that existed when I was a child or not is completely irrelevant. And so you see, part of the reason that they would be breaking the phone like this is because, they really don't like the fact that I am documenting this. But Cryon says it doesn't matter. See, Krista, the phone's screen broke, for one. It didn't stop the actual phone, and this phone has been dying anyway. It doesn't matter. So, with kids like this, they will get told by their parents to do things to me, to walk by me. Remember, this is the same kid who pretty much walked by already and is walking back again. Now we've got somebody in with their sunglasses. Remember, they walk by with sunglasses because they rely on your eyes for spells and things. It makes them harder to quote hex. Also, this guy in the green car, that car did not used to exist in my apartment complex until right after the Agenda 21 stuff happened or commenced. So, and thank you, Cryon, for he's telling me, Krista, the idea when the child made your phone fall was for it to break entirely, but we, the angels, stopped it. So just so you know, whatever we call angels, whether you want to call it an extraterrestrial, whether you want to call it a glowing white angelic being, they know what's going on. They know that we are, that we, all of us, who, whatever, if we want to call ourselves human, if we want to call ourselves another race, whatever it is, they know that we're in trouble. They know that these different things are happening to us, and they know that we're being attacked, that we're being abducted, and having things done to us by what we'd call those gray aliens, the ones with the big black eyes and everything. They know that that's being done to us, and the angels know that that's not okay. And so what they're trying to do is trying to come to people like me who are saying, you know what, I understand that this isn't okay, so I want to try and help save the planet. What will eventually happen, you see, the repercussions of, say, something like this. You might think this is a phone. Maybe it doesn't matter so much. But see, these things, it's like the butterfly effect that I know you kids here understand. When you do one thing, it has a rippling effect all over all of reality. And so what the adults are doing right now, what the parents are doing right now, they're not seeing it, the effect that it's going to have on reality. My own mom works for this big oil company, even though she won't give me any of her money. And I got this at a garage sale for like $2. So even with me being born with a mom wanting to do this, wanting to destroy the planet, wanting global domination, we, the children, we still have the ability to say no. But even if you're young, even if you're in a situation like this, even if you're in a situation, remember that your thoughts are what matter. Remember, your thoughts are what matter. No matter what someone tells you, remember what you think, and in your heart. Remember your heart. Your heart right in the center of your chest. Ask the angels for help and say, I want help. I want to feel my heart back, and I know that the angels will help me. And they will, no matter what your parents tell you, no matter what they do. So, you have a special purpose in life, child. You have a special purpose. Remember that, okay? I want you to remember that. Now, see, with issues like that, we have, Cryon says, Krista, I didn't even have to tell you what to do for that one. The you know, the kid deliberately, you know, helps break your phone, knows that they're doing it by touching it, and you actually let them do it, and you say to them, well, look, it doesn't matter anyway, because I could see the probabilities that this phone was going to break no matter what, but also no matter what, it's not time for the phone to break yet. So Kryon interfered and said, your phone's not going to break yet. And you might notice, see, there's the dad over there who came to say stop, pretty much like, oh, son, different language, we're going to talk to you. This is also the person who was making fun of me. If you guys don't recognize them, they're talking up in that balcony. See, they are right next to that tree, where I would simply be just sitting there by this tree, by the tree over there talking about this, but you see there, that's why they are positioned there. Or, rather, you could say that's why the reptilians attacked them there, so as to so as to basically harass me if I attempt to make videos right here in the nature right here. So I'm going to do it anyway, and I'm actually going to call 911 over again to ask them, why are you not calling me back yet? So we're going to do this together on the phone, and Kryon says, shields up, because none of this is going to work. Yeah, I'm calling 911 again to ask them why they haven't called me back. Oh, hi, I'm just wondering if someone's going to call me back. This is Krista Hauer. I went outside basically because I realized that I needed evidence for these things. Whenever I walk outside, people will simply attempt to start harassing me at some point, and it actually started happening while I was standing here, and I had my camera out and was filming it. So 245 Reflections, drive number 21. What I was told was that someone would call me, but if someone comes, it seems like maybe that's better, because I can tell you outright this is what was happening, and it's all on camera. Okay, thank you. Okay, guys, see what I was doing there? When you focus your eyes very powerfully, that's where a lot of this stuff comes from. So, we're going to simply sit here in the location. See, these people think that they can do this to me, and the police seem to think that they can do it to me half the time, too. See, I'm talking to the same person on the dispatch right here, but this person is claiming to not even, remember talking to me. They all know who I am. They all know my name. They all know my address, because this is a very small town. Okay, hello? Oh, okay, I'm sorry, I just okay, just really weird things seem to be happening, so, okay, so if it's a different person, I'm sorry, so what's going on is what I'm trying to figure out, okay? Okay, so is someone actually coming over? I just want to know what's actually happening. Okay. Do we know how long that takes, or? Oh, okay. Because this, literally, I went outside to talk on my YouTube channel saying this is happening to me, and some actual neighbors came out and were making, like, satanic symbols from their balconies, things that just would blow your mind if you're just a normal person like me, pretty much just normal person. And I'm thinking, what do I do? I already, take medication for anxiety. It's clearly not some sort of schizophrenia. Doctors have already assessed that. So if there is something going on that is basically my parents and various neighbors, not all the neighbors clearly, but certain different neighbors doing this, then I'm simply saying I want justice. So I'll let you get back to to your jobs. I'm sorry about having to bother you about this, but that's just what's going on. Okay, thank you. Okay, bye. So, either way, what I will say is that also, okay, this is going to go in a couple seconds, but that person, they all work in a dispatch center together.